Hello, hello. Happy Monday, you guys. I hope you're having a great day. It is Happy Monday today. So I'm so excited to bring to you today's book. Gave you a little glance earlier, Inside You, Master You. So the reason I'm so excited is because my little secret is I actually trained with him back in 2011. This was actually the reason I had decided to study with him was because at the time I had a cyst in the back of my knee, and he said, there's nothing wrong with you. He's like, you're going to be fine. And I actually studied with him for about 9 to 10 months. Anyway, I want to share with you a little bit about his story. I was actually just reading the book right now to provide you even more value because, I always have to refresh my mind. I mean, I know who he is as a person. But anyway, so his story is that when he was little, the doctors had diagnosed him as mentally retarded. And when he was a child, all of the kids used to make fun of him. They would throw rocks at him. Later, he became to be known as the crying baby because the thing is, he was saying in his mind, he understood what was going on, but he couldn't respond in a very quick manner. As far as, for example, like if he was hungry, he couldn't tell his mom, "Oh, I'm hungry." He would just cry because he was trying to survive. And back in those days in Korea, a lot of families, they would basically just say, just let your kid die and let him stay in the corner. So he was just fighting for his life every day. He was fortunate his family wasn't doing that, but he had two other siblings, so his mom would pay more attention to them, and then he thought, one day he's like, I don't know how, but like I'm gonna be just like those other kids. And long story short, he basically he sees this guy, his master, right? Dong So is his name, and he ends up spying on him, and he's like, oh, who is this guy, and he's kind of the scary looking guy, but Master Yu wasn't afraid of him. And so what ends up happening, for about 3 months, he sits in the corner, and he's, Master Song, basically lets him go and just observe. And then he says, after 3 months, I'm basically going to start training you, but you're going to have to pay for it. So what ended up happening is for another 3 months, he ended up cleaning the floors, and Master Jungso was basically teaching him perfection. He's like discipline. And so basically what I wanted to share with you was just a little bit of that. I don't want to go too far deep into it because we're going to be doing a whole video series this week, but the lesson for today is about defeat and victory. Now, the reason that he wasn't defeated is because he did not give up. And it also goes into the moral of my story. At the time, when I was training with him, he told me, like, he said, Jeanette, yay, you're at the, I had made it back then to yellow belt when I was training with him. And there was something very profound that he shared with me, and he says, you know why I continue the martial arts, Jeanette, after 63 years? I said, because you like it? And I said, hey, I haven't. He says, this is very profound. Listen to this. He says, because I don't want to go back to being retarded. And when he told me that, I was just like, oh my God, like, it was just so profound. I mean, really it's what kept me going. I mean, there were so many days my leg was swollen, but no wonder what. I had to go and train. I mean, I wasn't like running or anything, but I was doing the best that I could, because I had so much faith in this guy. So basically, my challenge for you today is to find something that is difficult for you, or something that you feel defeated by. Because I tell you, if this guy that goes from being mentally, disabled, I don't like to say retarded, but, completely, starts to change his life around. And today he's actually obviously not mentally disabled, but you can definitely, you can definitely overcome anything. And so that's my message for you today. And, definitely, of course, how you can apply that in your network marketing business is, if you're afraid of talking to people, or if you just don't feel like taking action today because you're like, I'll do it tomorrow. Think about it. You have a brain. You have hands and legs. You can talk on the phone. Just do it. Don't make any excuses for yourself, okay? So that's my message to you today, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a good Monday. Bye.